before I begin, I'm just going to equip the Deku sticks real quick, since I didn't get the chance to do so last video. Alright, let's make our way back to the Kokiri Forest. Now, before I make my way to the Great Deku Tree, I'm gonna go back to the shop real quick since there's one more thing I want to buy from there. And the reason why I didn't do this last video is because I wanted to use my 40 rupees to buy the Deku Shield, just like Mito wanted me to do. Oh yeah, I believe I said something about side quests last video, and believe me, there are going to be a whole lot of those in a game like this. And if there's an opportunity for me to do a certain side quest right now, then I'll go do it. Okay, the item I want to buy here is this thing. So these are called Deku Nuts. So what they do is they stun enemies so that way it's easier to hit them. So we got 5 pieces for 15 rupees and 10 pieces for 30 rupees. I'm gonna go with the 5 pieces since obviously I don't have over 30 rupees right now. Now, not a whole lot of people use Deku Nuts, and it's kind of understandable since some people deem Deku Nuts to be kind of useless. Not me though, since I do like using them to stun certain enemies, and I'll be doing just that throughout the entire game. Okay, I'm just going to equip them real quick. Alright, let's make our way to the Great Deku Tree. Just as soon as I get past Mito, of course. So he wants me to be equipped with a sword and a shield. Well, it just so happens I have both those things on me right now. Okay, he sees that I have the Deku Shield, and now he's going to be baffled at the fact that I have the Kokiri Sword in my possession. Okay, I assume he wanted me to get crushed by that boulder so that way I can never get the sword. Well, you would have to be a complete idiot if you couldn't find a way to get past that boulder. Okay, you'll never accept me as one of the Kokiri kids? Gee, not surprising. How did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree? Are you really that dense? Well, for one thing, I'm not an asshole, and I don't have others do things for me. Okay, along the way here, you're going to be seeing these things. So, those things were called Deku Babas. And if you didn't get the Deku Stick upgrade just yet, then you can kill those Deku Babas, and when they die, they leave behind a Deku Stick. So yeah, that's how you're supposed to get Deku Sticks up to this point if you didn't get the Deku Stick upgrade. So here we are at the Great Deku Tree, and one thing I didn't notice from last video is the fact that he talks in Old English. Don't know how I could have missed that. Anyway, he's saying that there's evil afoot, and he's been having restless nights, and he's been having nightmares and whatnot. Is it possible that he had the same nightmare as me? If so, then that's very bizarre. I mean, what are the odds that two individuals have the exact same dream? Or nightmare? Yeah, I don't really know. Anyway, he's saying he's been cursed, and we have to break the curse by entering the Great Deku Tree himself, since it's the first dungeon of the game. Yes, I do have the courage to undertake this task. That whole bit when I said yes to his question, well, listen to this. There's going to be a lot of instances in this game where I have to answer yes or no to a question. Well, I'll come back to that some other time. Anyway, the way I see it, the first dungeon in this game is basically a test to see if you're capable of tackling the more dangerous tasks later on in the game. And did he just say listen to Navi's words of wisdom? Her words are not full of wisdom. If anything, her words are just going to straight up annoy me. Anyway, here we are inside the Deku Tree. Now, if you're so accustomed to the way the dungeons look in the original Ocarina of Time, well, they're going to look a little different in this game. In addition, if you're so accustomed to doing the dungeon a certain way, then get ready because you're going to be tackling these dungeons a different way. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's any rupees in the grass. Okay, I guess not. Okay, this torch over here. This was not here in the original Ocarina of Time. This was added in this game only. Now, I believe I heard a certain enemy up here, and is it still there? Oh, okay, there it is. It's flying around. Okay, is it going to fly towards me? If so, then I want to do so right now because... Oh, okay, I guess it's not going to fly towards me quite yet. Yeah, I didn't want it to hit me while I was jumping over that ditch, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, this thing over here, this is called a Goma egg. If you get close to it, then it's going to hatch into a Goma larva. Okay, that's one of two ways in which you could kill the Goma egg. Okay, inside of this treasure chest contains one of the three things you're going to be finding whenever you're inside of a dungeon, and that is the dungeon map. So, almost all the stuff you find in the dungeons have been relocated, so sometimes I can obtain something that normally I'm not supposed to get for quite some time. But not in this game. But I don't know if that applies to the dungeon map, because I'm pretty sure this is where I would get it if I was playing the original Ocarina of Time. Oh, really, Navi? I was just about to say something. Okay, she's saying that there are vines on the wall, and I can climb on the wall using the vines. Yeah, I did that last video. Were you not paying attention? Okay, I did hear something behind me, so yeah, I'm just going to take care of this thing real quick. Alright, there we go. Okay, and inside of this crate over here is this little thing. Okay, this thing is called a gold sculpture. Okay, I'll come back to that in just a second because I want to show you guys something. No, I don't want to climb just yet. Okay, over here, if I was playing the original Ocarina of Time, this is where I would go first. I would go through that door. But I can't go there right now because that web is blocking the doorway, so the only other way I can go right now is up the wall. So, the gold sculpture. I just killed the first out of 100 of them. So yeah, there are 100 gold sculptures scattered throughout the entire game, and I'm going to kill every single one of them. And every time you kill a gold sculpture, they leave behind a gold sculpture token. And later on, you are going to be getting rewards depending on how many tokens you have. Okay, this is where I'm supposed to be since this is Master Quest, and things are going to be a little bit different. Okay, this variant of the Deku Baba, this one is going to try and attack you. Now, if I killed the Deku Baba a certain way, then yeah, they're going to leave a Deku Nut. I'm going to try and see if I can get as many of them as possible. Okay, if I... Oh, what the... Okay, where the hell did you come from? Okay, that thing just snuck out of... That thing just came out of nowhere. Okay, yeah, that thing startled me because, yeah, I had no idea where that thing came from. Oh, come on, really? Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Sometimes the Deku Nut goes off the ledge. Oh well. Okay, upon pressing the switch, it's going to light up that torch and get rid of that web. Okay, and Navi's going to tell me that if I stand in front of a door and press A, it's going to open up. Yeah, I've been doing that for quite some time. Yeah, but still, that thing snuck up on me from out of nowhere. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Okay, the door just locked behind me, and if I want to get out of here, then I have to kill everything that's in this room. Okay, I'll start with this thing. Okay, and now. Alright, there we go. Okay, get rid of the Skoma egg over here, and there's one up there, but I don't think the Deku Nut can reach up there, so it looks like I have to take care of this thing the old-fashioned way. Okay, there we go. Now, there are certain enemies that you will encounter in the dungeons that normally you wouldn't encounter in the original Ocarina of Time, such as that Keys, for instance. Yeah, still can't believe that thing snuck up on me. Okay, there is a torch in the middle of the room, so I'm just going to light it up with the Deku Stick, and that's going to make a treasure chest appear on the other side of the room. And if I want to get over there, I have to press on the switch, and upon doing that, that's going to make these platforms rise, but only for a limited time. So I have to hurry over there so that way I can make it to the other side. Okay, there we go. And inside of here we have a blue rupee. Yeah, I'm still at the point of the game where I'm okay with collecting random rupees. Now, whenever you encounter those small treasure chests, almost all the time they're going to be rupees, but later on it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, there are two more Goma eggs in this room, so I'm just going to press on the switch to have the platforms go up and go to those two Goma eggs. Alright, there we go. Okay, and upon killing the last two Goma eggs, the door will open and a treasure chest will appear right in front of me. Okay, so inside of this treasure chest is the dungeon's treasure, which is the slingshot. Normally I would get this in a different location, and believe it or not, I'm going to be going to that location right now. So the slingshot. I can now fire little projectiles at certain enemies in the form of a Deku Seed. And now that I have the slingshot, I can now find Deku Seeds in the grass whenever I cut the grass. Okay, I'm just going to equip the slingshot real quick. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see if I could try and get some rupees from the grass that's over here. Well, okay, I'll gladly take one rupee. Okay, here are Deku seeds, just in case you want them. Okay, let's get here. Oh boy. Oh no, you don't. Okay, the reason why I freaked out is because uh, that Keese was right next to that flame, and if a Keese lights itself on fire, then it's going to turn itself into a fire Keese, and if that happens, then I can defend myself against it because, well, if it hits me, then I'm going to lose my shield since obviously fire burns wood, and I don't want that to happen because I'm going to be completely defenseless. Okay, there we go. Okay, I heard that Goma egg down below hatch, and it's still there. Uh, okay, looks like it's not. Okay, I can hear it, but I'm not going to bother with it since I want to move on to the next room, which is right over here. Okay, since I did the first room, that torch back there is now lit, so now I could light my Deku stick on fire to go in here. Oh god. Oh god. Giant Deku Baba. Okay, these things do not mess around. Okay, there we go. It's dead. Normally, I would kill those giant Dekubabas the old-fashioned way, and if I do that, then I'll get 3 sets of uh, Deku nuts. But I'm not going to do that since those things will kill you in a matter of seconds. So yeah, I have to be very careful when I have to deal with those giant Dekubabas because, yeah, as I said, they'll kill you in a matter of seconds. Not minutes, seconds. Okay, let's fire at that eye target, and I can go here now, and I believe this is where I'm supposed to get the slingshot if I was playing the original Ocarina of Time. Okay, get rid of that, and get rid of these things too. Those things, they're called Skull Waltulas. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, but that's really what they're called. Even though the more appropriate name for them would be Wall Skulltulas, yeah, I don't know who came up with the name Skull Waltulas. Okay, and inside of this treasure chest contains the compass. So whenever you enter a dungeon, you're going to get these 3 things. The dungeon map, the compass, and the dungeon's treasure, depending on where you're at. Okay, I believe there's an alcove over here that are blocked off by those boulders. That is blocked off by those boulders, rather. So it looks like I'm going to have to come back here later on in the game. Okay, kill that Skulltula, and have that ladder come down by firing a Deku Seed. Yeah, I don't really get how that works. Hold on a second. I just want to see if I can get anything from the grass. Okay, thanks for the Deku Seeds since I wasn't full yet. As well as the rupees too. Okay, my business here is done, so let's move on. Okay, kill these 2 Goma eggs, and I'm going to hightail out of here because I don't want that giant Deku Baba to kill me. Okay, let's move on to the next area, which is right over here. What do you want, Navi? I can see down below this web using the up C button. Indeed I can. Okay, I will be going there right now. Okay, light my Deku stick, hit the spider web, and let's go down. If I was playing the original Ocarina of Time, then I would actually do something different. So what I would have to do is I would have to go to the top of the dungeon and then fall all the way down on that web, which will break underneath my feet, and that's how I get to this area. But I think it's more fun to light that web because, well, I guess I consider that to be an easy way. Okay, I'm just going to take care of this Deku Bobber real quick. And go. Oh, come on, really? Why'd I have to fall in the water? Damn it, I hate when that happens. Oh well. Okay, like this, and I can now push on the switch, which will make that treasure chest over there appear. Okay, it's only going to be 5 rupees, but I'm okay with that since I'm still at the point of the game where I'm okay with collecting rupees. Okay, there was an eye target back there, so I'm just going to fire at it with my slingshot. Now, actually, I'm supposed to take a flame-lit Deku Stick to the next room, but I'm not going to do that right now because upon entering in here, I'm going to be greeted by certain enemies, and one of them is a Deku Scrub. Okay, let me see if I can try and kill this thing. Oh man, I got the Goma Egg. I wanted the Deku Scrub. Come on, hold still. Alright, there we go. Okay, kill that, and there's one more Goma Egg up here. Alright, there we go. Okay, looks like I don't have any more time to come back in this room to light the torches, so looks like I'm going to have to save that part for next time.